Good afternoon, HO Slot Car Familia. This is Randy Goki of HO Slot Cars. It is. And I know it's supposed to do some Daytona Dodge Chargers and AFX Mega G Plus Shelby Mustang. Yeah, but I got a kind of sidetrack. I kind of got inspired by Rich, who did a number 43 Petty car. So I said, let me just deviate a little bit. And that's Rich from Rich's Slot Car Room. He did an excellent video on his 43. It wasn't exactly one of these cars, this model car, but it was a number 43. And I take it maybe Richard Petty raced different model cars. But then in any event, I just showing these off here. This one here is an AFX non-magnet traction car, and I think this probably might be among the first of the Petty cars that that are pretty in demand right now. They're not that easy to find, but they are a very popular car. A lot of people want them. And of course, Autoworld came out with their version, number 43 in this dark blue, on an Xtraction chassis. That being said, let's run them around. You're going to probably notice something as these cars go around. See the wideness of the tires. They're a little out there, but I'm not blaming the tires. I'm blaming, and you'll see what I mean when they start going around, the guardrails. Oh, well, there's no guardrail. Oh, actually, this little part here, this little part right here, this is kind of sticking in the way, so his tire clipped it. But what I was talking about was the guardrails, the connections, the parts that actually lean into the track ever so slightly. Some of these tires and the more recent, bigger 1/64 scale cars have a tendency to bang on them. So you're not going to see that here too much, but there you go. You heard it? So I got to find a solution and get some better catch fences. I tried with the AFX, and same problem. Didn't really remedy anything. I can't go too quick with certain cars, but I don't know. I'm probably thinking of doing some research and trying to find out which would be better. Some people don't even catch guardrails. All right, fourth lap, I think. See if you hear the boom, boom, boom a little bit, bumping against the rails and those little clips. Oh, last lap coming through. If you know, experts out there, if you know if you can answer that question, if it was actually the first model of this Richard Petty car that came out, because it seems they come in different color variations. This is the one I've seen the most, and this car I've had for the longest. So in any event, it runs pretty good. It's not for number magnet traction. You got to drive it, otherwise you'll crash it or bump into the guardrails. And this, of course, is an Xtraction, updated version. It's got magnet traction. It's got an extra magnet. See that this chassis here is an AFX non-magnet traction, as opposed to magnet tractions that have exposed motor magnets. But this has exposed motor magnets plus an extra little circular magnet that you can see. Yeah, next to the wheel. Anyway, let's take it for a spin. Oop, I think I might have to oil them. There you go. There goes, wow. The FX didn't, but the Autoworld did catch that the guardrail. Pretty fast. So it's a little bothersome, because if you're actually racing against somebody, like I do with my brother sometimes, for fear of banging into the guardrails, I gotta slow down. So that's when he smokes. He leaves me in the dust. Anyway, coming in for the last lap. I don't want to trip up the car against the guardrail. Last lap. Wow, look at that. That is pretty beautiful livery on these cars. So yeah, slot car familia. Which one was actually the first of this type to come out? The Richard Petty number 43 car. I think these are I don't know if they're Challengers, but Dodge Challengers, but in any event, these are the first the ones I remember of the Richard Petty car number 43s. So one AFX non-magnet traction, and the other an Autoworld Xtraction. So thank you, Rich, for inspiring me. I deviated from what I was gonna do. So, but I thought it'd be fun just to run these cars. And none like the Tyco, that NASCAR Tyco that Rich from Rich's Slot Car Room has. That was a speed beast. Okay on the dyno, but really nice on the tracks, both his tracks. Anyway, have a great Sunday, familia. HO Slot Cars it is. Randy Coquille.